The boss and trimmer here. Get up!
Wait. I'm on a third murder. Looks like the Bat Lady's gonna blow one of the Rat Man's heads off.
If I end up reading the want ads, one of your heads will blow off. Now, come on, get going.
Okay.
Trace the mystery of ancient history through art of artists and their models. You can call
Artists and Models is a 1955 comedy film directed by Frank Tashlin, marking Martin and Lewis's 14th feature together as a team. Two friends, painter Rick Todd, played by Dean Martin, and aspiring children's book writer Eugene Fullstack, played by Jerry Lewis, have moved from their hometown in eastern Ohio and share a third-floor apartment in New York City.
You see, I'm just making believe that we're both very rich, wealthy millionaires with money. And you're a very, very famous artist. And I'm a very famous writer, see? And I'm just making believe that we're not even eating beans, just a big, juicy steak. Would you like a piece of my big, juicy steak?
No, I'm up to here.
Struggling to make ends meet, Rick finds himself having better luck with women than with making money. Eugene, often working alongside Rick, has an interest in comic books that borders on obsession. In particular, stories about a mysterious, sexy, dangerous character known as the Bat Lady.
Bat Lady. You and your crummy comic books. That's all you ever think about. Do you remember why we left Steubenville and came to New York?
Yeah, because you promised to marry Ophelia Jackson and her father found her.
Oh, that wasn't the only reason.
Oh, it was that other girl, Maybelline Smithers. Her brother thought...
Come here. We came to New York so I could make money to study art. So I could become a famous painter. So I could be hung in art galleries. So I could be hung in museums.
Yeah, and you almost got hung in Steubenville.
Forget Steubenville. Try and remember why you came to New York.
I came to New York. Oh, yeah.
That's right. You were going to be a writer. You were going to write children's books about Freddie the Field Mouse, Goosey the Goose, right? What have you done? Nothing. Nothing except read comic books. You also lose our jobs on account of comic books. You keep me awake every night with your bad dreams on account of comic books. You know what I've decided to do, pal?
Be pals with me?
Nearly every night, Eugene has screaming nightmares that awaken Rick, causing distress and stunned curiosity.
Out of the wild blue yellow yonder, with tail full of jet propulsion, comes Vincent. Vincent the Vulture. Vincent the Vulture. Defender of truth and liberty. And member of the Audubon Society. He is half boy, half man, half bird, with feathers growing out of every pore. He is flying to his interplanetary space station.
A neighbor in their apartment building, Abigail Parker, played by Dorothy Malone, is a professional artist who works for a New York City comic book company called Murdoch Publishing, and just happens to be the creator of the Bat Lady. Her horoscope-obsessed roommate, Bessie Sparrowbush, played by Shirley MacLaine, works as Mr. Murdoch's secretary, and is Abigail's model for the Bat Lady.
There's someone at the door, Abby.
Huh?
There's someone at the door.
What goes on at this place? First the banshee downstairs and now something else. I don't know how I let you talk me into moving here.
Because it's Greenwich Village and it's romantic. Besides, my horoscope said this is where I'd meet my true love.
Hold it. Finish this pose.
Eventually, Eugene finds himself face-to-face with Bessie, a real-life Bat Lady. Hilarity ensues.
Good evening. My name is Eugene Fullstack, and I thought... Oh, Rick! No! Why? Rick! I'm trying to tell you something on the fourth floor. Oh, I'm sorry. No, lady, don't yell. It's a mistake. No, lady, don't yell. No, lady, please. No yelling. Lady, I'm sorry. Rick, I saw the Bat Lady upstairs.
What?
I saw the bat lady upstairs.
Sure you did. She made a three-point landing on the roof. Sure.
No, I'm not kidding. This is honest. Really, she's upstairs on the 4th floor.
Take it easy. Look, will you go back to sleep?
No, this is serious, Rick. Honest, the bat lady scared me and I ran into the fat lady.
What bat lady, fat lady? What are you crazy?
Trying to square things away with the landlord and Abigail, Rick and Eugene head to the company where they meet Mr. Murdoch, played by Eddie Mayoff. Murdoch, desperate to increase sales of his comic books, listens to Eugene's pitch.
Come right up to me and say, Mr. Murdoch, I've got a great new idea for a new comic book. Are you interested? Come on. Mr. Murdoch, I've got a new great idea for a new comic book. Are you interested? No.
As Rick courts Abigail, Bessie throws herself at Eugene, who is still unaware that she is the Bat Lady.
Give me the names of the best artists that we have on file.
Yes, sir. I'll bring you the folder.
Did you hear what he said? He needs an artist. Did you hear
I'm way
him?
ahead of you, Junior. Look, when Bessie comes out, you grab her and you kiss her.
Who wants to kiss her?
You do. I gotta get into that folder, boy.
Yeah, but I got a blister on my lip.
Look, if you can pretend that beans are T-bone steaks, you can pretend that she's the Bat Lady. She might fight you, but you remember you're gonna do this for your old kangaroo patrol pal.
Yeah, pouches forever. Okay.
Kiss. Remember, kiss. That's a kiss.
Yeah.
Will you watch my switchboard, please?
I won't only watch your switchboard, but I'll buzz your lights and tangle your plugs. Come here, baby.
Not with your friend watching.
Oh, he's gone.
What are we waiting for? My Sagittarius is rising.
No, you're supposed
Hang
to
on,
fight
boy.
me. You're supposed to fight me.
Easy, gal. He just got some new bearings. Here, you drop this.
The stars were right. My Jupiter's jumping.
Oh, stout fella. I think we're getting somewhere now.
Yeah, and I think my blister's getting a blister.
Look, it's smart business to getting good with the boss's secretary.
Yeah, why don't you go into business for yourself? Put more men on the job.
Here she comes. Grab her. Kiss her.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, ma'am. I thought you were someone else. He told me to kiss you, except you're not you, are you?
You told him to kiss me.
Lady, if I'd known he was going to kiss you, I wouldn't have sent a boy to do a man's job.
Oh, that's for the man. You can tell him the job's filled.
After having lunch with Murdoch and promising him new and exciting stories, Rick decides to take the ideas straight from Eugene's crazy dreams, which Rick tries to write down verbatim as they come.
She sails across the jungle swamp, ready to sink her fangs into Vincent's jugular vein so that she can get away with his secret power formula. X34 minus 5R1 plus 6-X36.
Abigail becomes frustrated at work at the increasingly lurid and bloodthirsty stories that Murdoch demands. She quits to become an anti-comics activist, dragging a naive Eugene into her crusade, much to the dismay of Rick.
I'm here to tell you how bad comic books are for you. I never thought they were bad myself, until my friend Rick Todd told me how bad they were.
No, I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Hey!
And how right he was.
No, I was wrong, you dope.
And I almost became a dope reading comic books, and I realized that is why I am now a little retarded.
In the meantime, unbeknownst to all, the secret formula 34 minus 5R1 plus 6X36, published in the comic books that originated in Eugene's dreams, are the actual formula for top-secret rocket experiments being conducted by the United States Army. The Army contacts the United States Secret Service to find out how the publishers discovered the secret formula, while Soviet scientists decide to send a Russian spy named Sonia, played by Eva Gabor, to find out themselves.
I would like to have my portrait painted, and after seeing your work, I am sure you could do me very well.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Now, what size portrait would you want? Full length or bust?
Well, I had full length in mind. I show you what I mean. You see, I would like to give it to my third husband as a surprise present.
My congratulations to all three of them.
Oh, what do you think of this pose, Mr. Todd?
You could do a big calendar business.
Well, if you don't approve, what do you suggest?
Oh, I'm not knocking it. I think if you had this arm up a little there, that's it, and head down.
Yes, I like this much better. You see, I want something intimate, something I can hang over the bar.
With you hanging there, they won't need any liquor in the bottles.
Producer Hal B. Wallace chose Tashlin for artists and models on the basis of his background as a cartoonist. When MacLaine kisses Lewis in front of a water cooler, the water steams up. In another scene, a massage therapist bends Lewis's leg all the way towards his head.
Oh, I gotta get new soles.
These films contain many gags influenced by the director's animation work. Artists and Models marked the first time Lewis worked with Frank Tashlin, whom he admired greatly. Tashlin had been an animator and had directed many of the Looney Tunes cartoons of the 1930s and 1940s. Martin and Lewis would reunite with him on their last film, Hollywood or Bust, in 1956, and Jerry Lewis would then work with Tashlin on 6 of his solo films. Longtime Martin and Lewis writer Herbert Baker worked on this script. This movie was originally titled Rockabye Baby, which would go on to be used for the title for a 1958 solo Jerry Lewis film. The movie was filmed at Paramount Studios in California from February to May of 1955. The role of Abigail was originally offered to Elizabeth Scott, who had played opposite the team in Scared Stiff. When she turned the part down, Martin asked for Dorothy Malone, his other love interest from Scared Stiff. This was Shirley MacLaine's second feature film. Jerry Lewis had seen her on stage in The Pajama Game and convinced the producer to use her in this film, thereby helping to launch her career. MacLaine did not make another movie with Jerry Lewis, but did go on to appear in 6 more films with Dean Martin. The cast is filled with cameos by many Martin and Lewis regulars. Eddie Mayoff made his cinematic debut in That's My Boy and co-starred in The Stooge. Kathleen Freeman had also appeared in Three Ring Circus along with a number of Lewis's solo films. Anita Ekberg would appear in Martin and Lewis's final film, Hollywood or Bust. Frank Tashlin brought in a lot of sexual innuendos to artists and models, making it more adult in content than previous Martin and Lewis movies, and indulging in his own personal female preferences. This includes women in costumes, large breasts, and legs. Many of his other works would include focus on women's legs, including future Jerry Lewis films he directed, such as 1958's Rockabye Baby and 1964's The Disorderly Orderly. Some of Frank Tashlin's most suggestive ideas were not allowed by the production code. In the original script, Jerry Lewis's character was named Full Stick, but the censors ordered the removal of the penis joke. The censors had also asked Paramount to cut a scene where Dorothy Malone is seen wearing nothing but a towel, but they didn't remove it. The finished film contains many jokes that pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in the mid-1950s. The Vincent the Vulture comic books made as a prop for this picture briefly appear in the unaired pilot for the NBC television series Get Smart. Rick's character mentions the fictional town of Steubenville, Ohio. This was based off Dean Martin's real-life birthplace, Steubenville, Ohio. Artists and Models is considered a milestone in movie satire for its mockery of mid-1950s pop culture. An anti-comic book attitude is all over the movie because Frank Tashlin hated comic books. During his career, he wrote newspaper comics and children's books and directed Looney Tunes cartoons, all of which were held in higher esteem than comic books. There's also a scene that satirizes the Kefauver hearings of the early to mid-1950s, including the United States Senate Subcommittee on Juvenile Delinquency. Democrat Senator Estes Kefauver of Tennessee was a crusader in many of these committees, and in April of June of 1954 held public hearings focused on whether or not comic books were the cause of juvenile delinquency. Because of the unfavorable press coverage, the comic book industry adopted the Comics Code Authority in 1954, which was a self-regulatory ratings code that was initially adopted by nearly all comic publishers, and continued to be used until it went defunct in the year 2011. Rick's comment about how he's not likely to get invited to the White House because he shoots in the low 70s was a jab at President Dwight Eisenhower, who was an avid golfer and very competitive. President Eisenhower installed a putting green at the White House and reportedly had a handicap of 15, which is not competitive with someone who shoots in the low 70s. The film also includes references to the Cold War, the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, as well as the publishing business. Songs featured were by music legends Harry Warren and Jack Brooks and included When You Pretend, You Look So Familiar, Enamorada, The Lucky Song, and Artists and Models. The song Enamorada, written for this film, went on to be a major record hit for Dean Martin and several other singers. Dean Martin scored a number 17 hit on the U.S. cash box charts. Released into cinemas November 7, 1955, Artists and Models grossed a total of $3.8 million on a budget of $1.5 million, which made it not only another big success for the comedy duo, but one of their highest budgets. I really do enjoy this movie. I consider Artists and Models one of my favorite Martin and Lewis films, definitely in the top 2 or 3. The cast is wonderful, the storyline is fresh and keeps you interested, and Dean and Jerry are funny as hell. I also find the women very attractive in this film, and the musical numbers are very impressive, and when combined with the beautiful Technicolor, this movie is a perfect representation of the bright and colorful mid-1950s. I highly recommend the 1955 comedy hit, Artists and Models.
What a heyday, this has been my lucky payday.